I want everyone here
to
know that this is more than Missouri.
I would like to clarify that I discussed with Representative Guest yesterday, and he apologized to me for putting out an inaccurate press release. He said, you got blamed for something you didn't do. I said, well, I respect the fact that you made that apology, and I don't know what action or inaction prompted your visit today, but I can assure you that no decision had been made on 361 to this point. We don't make those decisions till the Wednesday before we turn bills in on Thursday. If there's some misunderstanding of the process, that's not on our end.
Well, I think what you just said about discussing bills to turn in on Wednesday, I didn't hear that when I called. Nobody told me that.
Your office gave us the runaround.
Yeah,
I mean,
we were sent to Callahan's office,
we could not get a straight
office.
answer on this, and it's been a frustrating process for us.
I believe I have some of the best staff in the Capitol, okay? And the decision I make is with our caucus staff and with my chief of staff. We meet on Wednesdays, we look over legislation. That is the process that we will go through, okay?
If we could do something to educate your staff so that they could let constituents know, because I have all my phone calls recorded, which is legal in the state of Missouri, and I can show you video of them not telling us that. And I think the thing that prompted us to come was that we've been doing this for 2 years. This is a citizen-based initiative, and we want to see the Real ID kicked out of Missouri, and we want to see our representatives defending us.
And I can assure you, okay, that I don't know which of my staff you talked to, okay, but it probably wasn't my chief of staff, it probably wasn't me, and it probably wasn't my 2 caucus staff members that make those decisions. Okay, that is, I can assure you that is probably not who you talk to. You probably talk to my secretary, you probably talk to my legislative director, or my constituent services director.
Are those people aware of the process?
That is not their end of the responsibility in this
process. Well then they should not be telling constituents what they think the process is. They should say, I am not sure what the process is, and go put us in touch with someone who does. That would be really helpful in the future. I'd appreciate that.
The other issue, by the same token, you know, when information is placed out into the public domain that is not accurate, as was the case yesterday, that hurts the process that we're trying to work on. Okay, this bill will be considered this afternoon. It will highly likely be one of the bills that we turn in tomorrow. Then it'll be on the on the Senate calendar. Okay, and what happens after that? You know, its importance or lack of importance is weighed with the other 30 bills that are on that calendar.
Can I add a couple things? The way I understood the process is when it finally made it out of the House, basically it came up to your decision was the one that, as you stated, decides whether it comes up to vote, brings out. So that's why I made my contact, to let you know that your office to know that I was encouraged and I wanted to see it brought forward. As the statements have been made, and I watched Judge Napolitano explain the Patriot Act. Now you got the Patriot Act and you got the Real ID and you've got the other, and when they give these people 15 minutes to vote, and your time is limited as to what you can vote on as well. And Judge Napolitano says it takes him 22 hours to read the Patriot Act. That's with his knowledge, and he says it takes all of the documents that he takes to do that, and then they give legislators 15 minutes to vote on it. Then it comes down to the state level. Now you have to deal with it on your end, because we're saying, well, we want some state sovereignty because they're not allowing it on the federal level. Do you see? So it's making your life more complicated, and we're trying to understand and work with that.
We're just looking for solutions. We want to be protected by our government, not oppressed by it. And at the federal level, they have shown us time and time again that they work for special interests, they work for bankers, they work for lobbyists, not the American people. And I have to say, I'm very impressed that you sat down and met with us today, because we have been in Nixon's office. Today will be the 4th time in person asking for a meeting about the MIAC report, and he's refusing to meet with us. So, you know, to me, the fact you're sitting down here and speaking with us says a lot, and I do appreciate that, and I commend you for that, actually talking to constituents. You know, I was born and raised in your district. I'm in college, so I'm not physically living there right now, but my parents do, my family does, and so I appreciate you taking the time to sit and talk with us. That says a lot.
Yes. So the governor's staff won't even schedule a meeting. That's one of the problems that we have with the governor.
Well, I'm happy to meet with you. You will know when we turn bills in tomorrow. This is on the calendar, and I will instruct the people that answer the phones out here to have the answer on that. So when you call, you will know when that happens.
I spoke to Senator Scott earlier, and he's